Welcome to Earth Sights on this day series. March 15th, 44 BCE, the Roman Senate chamber. Julius Caesar enters, surrounded by men he calls colleagues. Within minutes, 23 stab wounds. He collapses at the base of Pompey's statue, the rival he defeated in civil war. The conspirators believed they were saving the Republic from tyranny. They were wrong. What they actually did was guarantee its destruction. Caesar had crossed the Rubicon 5 years earlier, triggering civil war. He won. He became dictator for life, reshaping Rome's government around his own power. A soothsayer warned him, beware the Ides of March. He ignored it. To understand why this murder destroyed what it meant to save, we need to see what led to this moment. Rome's republic was dying before Caesar ever drew a sword. 500 years of tradition, crumbling under the weight of an empire too vast to govern through debate and compromise. The Senate, designed for a city-state, couldn't manage territories stretching from Spain to Syria. Caesar filled that vacuum. After defeating Pompey, he accumulated powers that shattered every precedent. Dictator for life, the right to appoint senators, control over the military. He was reshaping Roman governance around a single person, and the old guard watched in horror. The conspirators feared one thing above all: that one man now controlled what generations had built through collective rule. They saw tyranny. They saw the end of Republican virtue. They saw everything their ancestors fought for disappearing into Caesar's shadow. Then there was Brutus, Caesar's friend, possibly his biological son, though no one said that part out loud. Brutus represented old Republican families, the ones who'd governed Rome for centuries. The conspirators needed him. His name gave their plot legitimacy. But joining meant betraying the man who trusted him most. The conspiracy grew quietly. 60 senators, united by fear. They called themselves the Liberators. They planned for the Ides of March, when the Senate would meet. Caesar would be there, alone, without his bodyguards inside the chamber. March 15th arrived. Caesar entered the Senate. The conspirators surrounded him, pretending to present a petition. Then the daggers came out. 23 times they struck. Caesar fought at first, then saw Brutus among his attackers. The ancient sources claim he said, "Et tu, Brute?" Whether he actually spoke those words or not, they captured the betrayal perfectly. Caesar pulled his toga over his head and stopped resisting. He died at Pompey's statue, the ultimate irony. The conspirators thought they'd won. They'd killed the tyrant. They'd saved the Republic. They were catastrophically wrong. Chaos erupted in Rome. The conspirators fled to the Capitol Hill, suddenly realizing the people weren't celebrating liberation. They were angry. Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal general, seized Caesar's will and papers. He called for a public funeral. That funeral changed everything. Antony displayed Caesar's bloody toga. He read the will aloud. Caesar left gardens and money to the Roman people. He'd adopted an heir, his 18-year-old grandnephew Octavian. The crowd turned into a mob. They hunted the conspirators through the streets. The liberators became fugitives. Then Octavian arrived in Rome. 18 years old, sickly, underestimated by everyone. He claimed his inheritance. He claimed Caesar's name. He claimed Caesar's veterans and Caesar's fortune. Antony tried to dismiss him. That was a mistake. Octavian, Antony, and Lepidus formed the Second Triumvirate. 3 men, more powerful than Caesar ever was, because now they had legal authority and no pretense of Republican restraint. They published prescription lists. Enemies to be killed, their property seized. Thousands died, including Cicero, the Republic's greatest orator and defender. His head and hands were nailed to the Senate Speaker's platform. The liberators raised armies in the east. At Philippi in 42 BCE, Brutus and Cassius faced Antony and Octavian. They lost. Brutus fell on his sword. Cassius did the same. The men who killed Caesar to save the Republic died, knowing they'd failed. But the Republic's death wasn't complete yet. Antony and Octavian turned on each other. Antony allied with Cleopatra in Egypt. Octavian controlled Rome and the West. They fought the final civil war at Actium in 31 BCE. Octavian won. Here's the ultimate irony. In 27 BCE, Octavian became Augustus, the first Roman emperor. If you want to see how one decision reshaped centuries, subscribe to Earthsight. Drop a comment. Could the Republic have survived? Thanks for watching and learning with Earthsight.